Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. We have more shooters than ever interested in video and more shooters than ever making their camera choices based on how something is going to do for video, how a camera they're looking at is going to do for video. And hence, we get a lot of questions in on, I'm looking at X camera and Y camera, but I mostly want to shoot video. What's the best option? We have one of those today from our viewer. Who is this here? We've got, looks like Fram Balor. Although that could be some type of, the script doesn't look English at that point. So I might not be saying that right. Apologize if I'm not. Why I buy for cinematic use a D5300 or Lumix G7. So he's saying, which one should I get for cinematic use, for video use, for making movies? A Nikon D5300 or the Panasonic Lumix G7. So as you will know, I've actually owned both of these cameras. The Panasonic G7 I had for quite a while, and I really love that little camera. And I'm actually shoot all of my video currently with the G85, which is the update to the G7. So really, really nice camera, really good video camera at an incredible price these days. It's very well featured, does 4K, puts you into that whole range of nice lenses, micro four thirds options, and it's a really good video camera. It has the full flip out, spin around screen. The D5300 has the vari-angle LCD screen, similar to the G7, but it doesn't have 4K, and it doesn't have a lot of the added movie options. The Panasonics are really a beautiful hybrid camera for doing video. And so in this situation, I would totally say, because you're looking at cinematic use, to go for the G7. Primarily, one of the biggest reasons is because we've got 4K on the G7 and we don't on the D5300. The only area the 5300 is going to be a little better than the G7 on is low light, because it has the big APS-C sensor, the Nikon DX sensor in there versus the micro four thirds. But we're talking maybe a stop, maybe just a tad more than a stop. And a lot of video situations you're shooting with lighting anyways. It's never been an issue for me. The only time that this would be a major issue for me would be if I was shooting a lot of low light stuff where I couldn't control the lighting. I need to shoot in high ISO a lot. I'd still probably go with the G7. It does very well at 3200 ISO, and there's always sometime, I shouldn't say always, a lot of time there's still ways to add lighting into the situation, but you can go with faster lenses, you can go with speed boosters, and the ability to shoot 4K and all the other really video-centric options and controls that are on the G7 just make it a much better video camera than the Nikon D5300. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Would you go with the G7 here? Would you go with the D5300 instead from Nikon? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you would do and why. And if there's another option you'd like to throw into the mix for them to consider, let us know that too. Let us know what you would choose as an option and why. Thanks for your question. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.